Welcome back to my channel, viewers, subscribers, and those who are writing checks their bodies can't cash. With the funding of the G.I. Joe Haslab Striker, SkyStriker, and Top Gun 2 coming out in 2022, I thought let's do a slightly different video and talk about why we haven't had Top Gun action figures and vehicles in a toy line. So let's chat about that. So technically there has been actually a Transformers Top Gun fighter jet, which is called the Top Gun X Maverick. So technically there is a Top Gun toy, but we haven't actually had any sort of figures of, say, Maverick, Iceman, Goose, Viper, Jester and their jets, anything like that. So yeah, this video is to kind of chat about that. I'm sure you've probably seen Top Gun, but just in case you haven't, it follows Tom Cruise as ace hotshot pilot Maverick, call sign Maverick, who along with his wingman Goose end up going to fighter jet weapons training school Top Gun, where they're sort of in a class of other sort of ace pilots, including Val Kilmer's Iceman, and they have sort of training instructors including Michael Ironside and call signs are Jester and Viper with the lead instructor. And the story's kind of like about a young hotshot who sort of relies on his raw talent, learning about life, love, friendship, and himself, and becoming, a sort of all-rounded better individual through his experiences. And then the end of the film sort of has an aerial showdown with MiGs where his skills are put to the test. Yeah, so as I mentioned, Top Gun is a typically 80s film. It's like a fly-by-the-seat-of-your-pants action movie where the talented hotshot proves his worth. He's written off by authority figures as having a reckless attitude, and he's put among other talented people in his field, and it tests his character as well as his abilities, which all win through in the end. So Top Gun, I'd give Top Gun a full 4.9 stars out of 5 from TAKTAK Toys With Film. But where are the Top Gun toys? That's right, Iceman, I am dangerous. So in the 80s, films like RoboCop, Alien and Predator, which were all adult-rated movies, all got themed toy lines, particularly in the 90s, and those franchises have all been picked up by NECA in the modern toy collecting age. Top Gun is much more suitable for all ages by comparison, and military toys were popular in the 80s. Just look at G.I. Joe and the A-Team. So why haven't there ever been Top Gun toys? One reason could be that in the 80s G.I. Joe was a massively successful military-based toy line, and perhaps they didn't want any sort of forms of competition. But having said that, there were plenty of rip-off lines and sort of copycat toy lines of military figures which copied the sort of G.I. Joe formula, and then they were very popular. Like I say, like there was a G.I. Joe toy line, like mentioned, an A-Team toy line and others. So it does seem a bit curious why we haven't had one. Arguably, you could say that the characters in Top Gun are generic military personnel and wouldn't be very toyetic. But surely G.I. Joe started off in a similar fashion, and if fighter jets were included in a Top Gun toy line, it would definitely add play value and display options. Now, credit to Patrick H. Willem's YouTube channel for what I'm about to mention next, but Police Academy had a toy line back in the late 90s, and you might not realise it, but Police Academy and Top Gun have more in common than you might think. Okay, so just hear me out on this one. Both films are about sort of training an institute to join an institution, or training to join an institution. Both films sort of feature a hotshot young type who doesn't quite fit in with authority. Obviously Maverick in Top Gun, and Mahoney primarily in the Police Academy series. And both films feature training put to good use right at the end. So in the Police Academy film, there's a city riot in progress while the cadets, Mahoney and the others, tried to sort of put it under control. In Top Gun, Maverick and the other sort of hotshot fighter jet pilots have an aerial battle with MiGs, over the Atlantic, I presume, over the Atlantic. So yeah, those are kind of the similarities. Of course, where Top Gun succeeds is that it's got actors like Tom Cruise playing Maverick and Val Kilmer playing Iceman, where Police Academy's got Steve Guttenberg. Make of that what you will. But Police Academy did get lots of sequels and a toy line. So why not Top Gun? So tell me, who would you like to see in a Top Gun toy line? Feel free to leave any comments below. Has the success of the G.I. Joe Haslab Striker given you the need for speed? And with Top Gun 2 set to come out in 2020, fingers crossed, is it time for some 1/12 scale action figures of Maverick, Goose, Iceman, Jester, Viper and their jets? As always, like, comment and subscribe. Please check out the fan art by the following artists, links in the comments below. Enter the danger zone, and many thanks for watching, and until next time, enjoy those flicks and figs.